Today I am adding beads to the edges of these plated iron ear wraps that I found on PandaHall.com. If you sign up for our newsletter, the link to where I got these, because it's like a mile long. I don't know how to make short links to PandaHall, but the link to where you can get your own of these is in our newsletter that you can sign up for at backtoearthcreations.com. But I'm going through and I am using, I don't know if these are a size 6 or a size 8 seed bead, but I did grab some size 11 as well. So there's that. And now I'm going to get everything pulled up so that I can see y'all's comments and stuff. And hopefully we can just chit chat and hang out and have a really good day. So we're going to be streaming from 11 a.m. I'm actually kind of on time. Oh my goodness. Until 1 p.m. Central Standard Time today. And then I'm going to be streaming again on Kick. I'm going to be streaming again on Kick this afternoon from 3 until 6 p.m. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the camera flipped on around. That way we can just get right to it because we're prepping for Dragon Con and I need all of these made immediately. So, uh-oh. Work, 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 work. Well, hey, Randy Vaughn says first. Hey, Mare. How are y'all doing today? I'm gonna have to get this turned around, y'all. I'm sorry. We're all just gonna look at these beads for a minute while I screw around with this tripod. All right, there we go. Maybe I can wear one to Salem. Oh, that'd be so cool, Mare. Well, hey, Jody, how are you doing today? And then I'm gonna make it come up a little bit. There we go. This way we should be in frame, but if I wander out of frame, or if y'all want to zoom in or anything like that, just holler at me, and we'll get it done. I try and stick around, but Ken's birthday party. Oh, they get to in an hour. Okay. Jody says, I'm good. You? Oh, I'm doing so good this morning. It has been just busy, just crazy busy, but that's all right. And also, this is a great example of some of the different things that can be done with we sent out in our August craft along kits. We also sent out some 28 gauge wire in addition to the 20 gauge for wrapping the ring for this month's project. And so hopefully this might spur some ideas because this is another project that these were some earrings that I'd gotten, I think, at Earthbound. So the concept remains the same, whether you're using I thought I had some, here we go. Whether you're using a little charm that you've gotten at a craft store or some old earrings or anything that looks like you might be able to sew something to it, you can use that 28 gauge wire to add. This is 20 gauge for the ear hook, and I just brought it around. You can see it's got a little spiral that's locked down behind there, and I was just kind of whip stitch sewing and coiling it all the way around. I still need to do that to this one, that way I can have matching earrings again. But for now, those are for me. This is for Dragon Con, so this is what I'm prioritizing. Well, hey Kitsune, how's it going? But yeah, I think these are size 8 seed beads, and they are very irregularly sized. So that's okay. It's just you don't have to have like the really nice, high quality, consistently sized seed beads to make this project work. And I'm just doing one whip in between. I was doing 5 here along the part that goes behind the ear. And that was all right, but it really ate up a lot of my wire. So now I'm just doing one whip stitch, especially since I'm having to like sew it through. Sleepy but happy. That's good to hear. Have yourself a happy nappy. And I don't know what's my favorite way just yet. I kind of really like the wider beads because I got the base dragon and mermaid from PandaHall. And the link to where you can get yours, where you can get some, is in the newsletter because it is like a mile long link. So I was able to embed the link. But I'm excited but also nervous for them because we have not carried this in our booth before. But I think that's just fine. It's great to try new things even if they're scary. Oh, right on. Oh, you have some PandaHall in your Amazon cart? Oh, really? But yeah, I think they're called Iron Dragon Cuff Earring Climber Crawler Around Non-Piercing Earrings Fairy Hair Hanging like is the title of what they are on PandaHall. So that's bonkers. Good morning, Peggy. How are you doing today? But I just wanted to at least get one of these edged with beads. I think they would make fantastic frames that if I laid them on like packaging tape and then put resin in all these little openings. And in fact, that may be something that I do to some of the other ones just to see how they do, but I don't know how well that would hold up. So, whereas I know I have good faith in the wire wrapping holding up well. And I'd have done both, but I don't know how I would. Hey, Persimmon, how's it going? Hey, chat. Hope everyone is having a peaceful Sunday. It is a very good day today. Nice and hot outside, sitting in front of a fan. It's got me feeling pretty good. Now this has me wondering if I shouldn't come all the way down and then like sew some beads across. I think I might do that. And so to do that, I'm just gonna whip stitch kind of very loosely actually, just to hurry it on down to the oh, there. Man, y'all, I've been watching Ants Canada, and he's my new favorite night show because I conk out like almost immediately, which is terrible because the stuff is like so interesting. But man, it just lulls me right to sleep, especially if it's episodes that I've seen before. But that's really helped. Anything to help me get a good night's sleep, I'll do that. Okay, so yeah, we just did a quick kind of whip stitch down. And so now I'm going to put these ones. Well, hey, Heather. Oh, it's okay. There's no, with a live stream, you arrive precisely when you need to. There's one more little bead. But I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get some made in like a bunch of different colors. And I know I've got a little box lid here for it, but I do prefer it just loosey-goosey on the table. And I'm going to pick the longest one. That's part of my favorite thing about the irregular beads like this is you can pick what size you want. Okay, the hydration's out of the question then. Gotcha. Well, thank you so much, Heather. Uh-oh, I've got a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Woo, there goes another one. All right. Well, good morning, Karen. How's it going? Okay, so there'll be a little bit of movement. It's not taking up the full space, but that's okay. So we've brought it around. And I'm still going to do a whip stitch, but now let's find another nice long one. I guess that one will do. Bless you times two. How do you take your valerian root? Because that stuff is pungent. I've had insomnia since I was a child. Combining those two has me sleeping the best I ever have in my life. Wow. That's worth its weight in gold. But yeah, so you can kind of see here the way that I'm sewing the wire through is I just press with my finger, get that little loop through, and then pull it through. And I just feel like that it's a little more fun than sewing. Well, hey, Suzette, how are you doing this morning? Because, like, you can sew through by, like, just threading as well. And see, this concept right here is what I thought I was going to be doing to fill in, like, fill in the wings with beadwork. But then I was like, that's a lot. Take it in capsule form. Okay. Yeah, because, like, I had tried it, like, just ground up and put in, like, high pulp orange juice. And it was just self-torture. It was just self-torture. Pardon me, I don't mean to have the sniffles, but Randy and I both been sneezing up a storm this morning. And so there we have it whip stitched around again. And now I get to pick the ones that are a little bit thinner. And it just kind of shapes around. I really like that. Just finished making several dragon eye plaques and ready to bake. Oh, that's exciting, Mama Kay. Oh. Alright, so we're going to do another thin one just to be able to fit it. Oh, we could be going thick again, but that's okay. I've got enough space that, yeah, I need to pick a thicker one for that one. And I had started with like 5 feet of wire to do this one ear wrap, and I think I'm gonna go with more than that next time because this is not enough. I anticipate I'm going to have to add some wire, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I think this will be the last one that I use to join across, and then I'll be going back to whip stitching around. But yeah, I just make a little loop, like a little bump, and push it through enough that I can catch it. But you can also sew with the tip of the wire as though it is both the needle and the thread. But I do like to keep my finger kind of in there. I'll demonstrate again here in a moment. So see how I have my finger in there? Whenever I pull, it helps it to not kink. And then I remove my finger and it goes ahead and does that. So different ways, honestly, probably mixing it up and alternating between the two. It might be for the best because that way you're not overusing like repetitive patterns. Just mixing it up a little bit. Well, hey Barbie, how's it going? Barbie says so pretty. Well, thank you. I'm excited. Here, just a moment, y'all. Ooh, Barbie says I would love to see this in a kit. Wow, we may have to do that. That would be really, really cool. Now, Mare says, I'm starting a fall cardigan for myself. Ah, it's pumpkin orange. Oh, that'll be nice. All right, there we go. And then this one looks like it's got, all right. You know, I was thinking crocheting with wire would be really cool if I were like to crochet it onto the edge of this. Do you guys think that that would work? What size crochet hook should I use if I were to do that? Oop, I got tangled around my dragon. But yeah, I do think this would be cool for doing like a resin. If I had some big old, like those sticky Cricut vinyl sheets that are like, I don't know, it's just like a big old sheet of packaging tape, kind of. Just something sticky surface that I can press it to so we can pull the resin and let it cure. Go small experiment so you can see with the size. Do I have any crochet hooks over here? No. Boo. Okay. No, that's a burr cup. I saw this and for a brief moment thought it might be a... No. Not a crochet hook. Alright. I'll just keep hand sewing anyways. Well, I might have to go dig out a crochet hook. Though, for the sake of matching, I'd still want to do the other... Oh, you have a video tour on your channel? Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out. 2.25 when I crochet 30 plus gauge wire, but 1.5 to 2 millimeter might be better to do edge crocheting on the edge. Okay. Well, now I really want to try it out. Oh my goodness, Suzette. So lost my husband of 32 years last September, and my mother is passing soon. Your live streams and videos make me happy and inspired as always. I have my own gallery, great art expectations. Oh, I love that. I'm so sorry for your losses, and I hope it happens as peacefully as it can. But we're here for you, if only to provide a happy distraction. What does that mean to put it through the paddle? And I love this red with the gold. Do I even remember how to crochet? What color of bead should I do with the crochet one? Because we'll come back to the red. Great art expectations is genius, right? I agree. So trying to catch a bead. Letting it slide down the wire. And then coming around down. There are paddles you can pull crocheted and knitted wire through to compresses. Oh, okay. Is that like for like doing a Viking stitch? Like a draw block? I bet that's cool because then I wonder if that makes it look like more uniform, you know? Woo! Well, I flung it and it landed in this box of other random beads. These ones will actually be going into my super mega craft box. It's muscle memory. I thought the same for knitting when someone gave me a skein and a half of a scarf. I hadn't knitted in years, and I just picked it up and did it. Well, right on. Well, we're going to test out my muscle memory here in a minute because that would be so cool to be able to crochet this instead of doing the little whippy stitchy. But I don't know, it might be terrible. We'll see. Hey, redoes it. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful and peaceful Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, so good to me. I sell jewelry now, and many are your beautiful designs as well as other artists' work. Keep creating. I've used that name for over 30 years for the other galleries I've had in the past. Well, that is cool. Oh, I don't think I can fit that in there. All right. Hey, Randy. You wouldn't happen to know where any tiny crochet hooks are off the top of your head, do you? Well, hey, Bobby.
Crochet hooks?
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want to come keep folks company for a moment while I rummage through a drawer? Oh, okay. Randy says y'all are weird and he doesn't want to hang out with us.
I don't know how to do that.
No, well, you don't gotta craft anything. You can just Do you want to hide things on my desk while I go look? No, he says. Okay. Well, thank you anyways, baby.
I'm too stressed for me to hide things.
Oh no. Not feeling great, but working through it. I found out I'm selling for 3 days this weekend and not 2. I'm a little inventory stressed. Oh, goodness. You're going to do great, first off, because best case scenario, you sell out of everything. And on the 3rd day, you just get to hand out smiles and business cards and, roll around like Scrooge McDuck in your pile of money from selling out of everything. So you'll do fantastically. Aw, Trinkets and Treasures says there are 55 of us on yet, only 19 thumbs up. Let's support our host by hitting that button. Oh, well, I appreciate y'all. I'm about to abandon you and go rummage through a drawer to find a crochet hook. Wish me luck. I'm going to hurry. My hurry is not very quick nowadays. Okay, you guys, so what I did was I just grabbed the whole drawer. All 3 drawers that might have That's my tatting drawer. This has like some random ass embroidery stuff. And then this one has some knitting needles. Um, so this way I figured we could rummage through the drawers together. Because anything that's hey Randy, may I have a large flat rate box? Oh, that's a, what was I gonna crochet with this? What was I gonna crochet with this? That's massive. Who's Susan Bates? Her name's on my crochet hook. What?
You know what you was gonna crochet with that.
I don't remember what I was gonna crochet with that, but I got some knitting needles. But yeah, I don't use this embroidery floss, so I'm gonna put it into a flat rate box to give to someone. I don't know why. I just love all the colors. Look at all those pretty colors of embroidery floss, you guys. Hey, Penny! Just stopping in to say happy belated birthday. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Penny.
You wanna tape this?
Yeah, but okay. Am I taping it or are you taping it? I found a crochet hook. Oh, all right. I gotta go tape a box. Oh, I think, is this one a good size? USA. It doesn't say what size it is. Are these the sizes? The blurry sizes? Is that a size 3 or an 8? I don't know. It's tiny. Maybe it'll work. I'll be right back. I'm coming, honey. So we already have one box that's like completely full of like molds and stuff. Do y'all want this view or do you want face cam view? You get to choose your adventure. Yeah, I use it for wrapping the French beaded wires. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna have a whole embroidery floss flat rate box. I'm keeping all my needles. Ooh, that's another big crochet hook. I'd given a bunch of my crochet stuff to my niece when she was living with us. But I don't need all of it. What is this? Iron-on tearaway stabilizer. Well, that's we're gonna give that away too. Or, oh, I want that. They're my little witch's hats for my knitting needles. I like those. Oh gosh, these are so pretty. It's killing me. All right, it's fine. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the balls. Well, I was on task for a brief, beautiful moment, you guys, but now I'm playing with little themed auction item. I think so. And just get a spool up this little. I'm just gonna, well, this could be yours. I don't know if we'll be doing it as a giveaway box or as an auction box. I don't know yet. That's for Future Vaughn to figure out. Oh, and there's some like really thick, nice stuff. Let's bye-bye into the box because y'all, we're moving to Alabama. Woo! In September, we start packing all of our stuff. So I'm already kind of, what's this? Okay. Oh my gosh, this was from like a million years ago. Bug tail. I think it's the thickness of whatever satin cord it is. And then we've got some like little needle felting like wool bits, but I'm going to save those for a needle felting box. That's a weird little tentacle of wool, but like look at that. That's so pretty. Bye-bye. Into the box. Do any of y'all embroider? You could use this for tatting as well. It makes really beautiful tatted. They don't lay well, if that makes sense, whenever it's tatted, but it's nice. Like, it's pretty.
Oh, okay, you didn't grab them all.
But yeah, these have been in there for too long. I haven't done any of my embroidery or anything in a few years. So, all right. Ooh. And now Future Vaughn gets to go shopping for embroidery stuff. And so, oh man, y'all, this is, we might just put it all in together. This is from my father was still alive whenever I started. This is as far as I got. This is actually, no joke, this is probably Newton's cat fur. That was my childhood cat, you guys. That's how old this project is. I'm going to put it in a box and it can be yours now before I cry. But yeah, I loved like suns and moons and things. God, I would do this as a cross stitch if I had the attention span at all. These are some really nice little like hoops and stuff too. Oh well, into the bin with you. This is, I hope I don't regret this. Oh my God, what's that? I'm going to use that for macrame. I'm going to use that for macrame. I think that's why I got a bunch of this embroidery floss, was for doing macrame. And then I just never did. Y'all, I love my friends here on the internet, but somebody sent me a bunch of critter tails, and I don't know what to do with it, but I am going to hoard them forever. And then a big old embroidery hoop hooked into the bucket. Ooh, a metallic. I tried to make my own little card. Hey, Sabea, she says, keeping my fingers and toes crossed for y'all. There's just another leaf template. But yeah, these are all the embroidery flosses that went with... Embroidering is something that I want to do with a friend who is better at embroidering than me, so that whenever I start to have a full-on tangled in my mess meltdown, they can come save me from myself, if that makes sense. So, oh, look at that. You just needle felted together. Oh, I do love neat. Yeah, I wanted to do like needle felted and embroidered. I'm going to put that in there for whoever gets that box. There's some little scraps. And then some little boobins. Some little boobins. It's from a very abundant time in my past whenever I could just go and buy every color and then not use it. Ooh, oh, headbands. Why Alabama? That's a really good question. It is the opportunity, that's a big embroidery hoop too, that was presented to us by one of our very good friends who's interested in selling their house. Is 20 minutes south of where my father-in-law lives, which is the house that Randy and I started our YouTube channel in. I don't know if we started our business in it. I think we were in the apartment whenever we started our business, but and so it's fantastic. So yeah, Randy, my whole family tree of in-laws is in the southern Tennessee, like Alabama region. Yeah, look at this. I think my mama made this. I don't know why there's salt in it. Yeah, that's salt. Variety is the spice of life. It is. But, and I had found some other little shoes. Does anybody know how to make a little crocheted shoe cover? 4 years, Sabaya. Ooh. My sister and I started embroidering cross stitch. She's way better at it than I am. Sabaya. Does anyone else just sit and make a bunch of links when your creativity sputters out? Yes. Yes. Gracie would love it for making friendship bracelets. Right on. Beaded cross stitch. Oh, that'd be so cool. Bye, Penny. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. That made my day. It's so cute though, isn't it? And then I've got like this little shoe here. I don't know what I'm doing with those, but I'm going to keep them. But here's some more embroidery floss. Embroidery floss. Embroidery floss. Do you think I should put the tatting stuff in the same box as the embroidery stuff? Because, like, look at that. I was having so much fun. This was the 2017. I was doing a lot of tatting. I wanted to do a Lulu cosplay. And I was going to tat all of the lacy stuff that went on, like, the edges of her dress. And then I didn't, which is fine. But that's why I had all these different, like, kind of colors set aside. Sometimes life gets in the way of your best set plans, and that's all right. Yeah. I think I prefer needle tatting. This was done with string. Y'all, that's intense. Tatting is something I want to learn. I have only one thingy, so I haven't tried yet. Go for it. Alright, so I think that's... Yeah, I'd started so much, you guys. And just... I was trying to do, like, could I do a choker chain, or... What a mess. Okay. Alright, so that's enough sifting through things. But check out this box of stuff, you guys. whole bunches of embroidery. So hopefully that'll find a new home. And I may put the tatting stuff in with it, or I might keep the tatting stuff. I don't know yet. All right, so now we found the crochet hook. I wonder if we're able to do this. So I'm at the very least going to use up this wire on this dragon. I'm digging through my box so I can finish off the necklace I made last night with beads from Better Bead Box and Bernie's Beads, my local shop where I find treasures. Aw. Well, hey, Andrea, how's it going? Ooh, dragons indeed. So we just went on a grand side quest to find a crochet hook because I want to try doing one where the beads are like crocheted onto the edge, like doing like a little edge stitch, but I don't know if I remember how to do that. So we're doing it live. Figuring it out. I do think it's important to do that second lock stitch in between beads because it really helps me to maintain tension. I'm nervous, you guys. Oh, I hope this works. Come on, fingers. We can do this. Oh, it takes very little to push me off into the edge of squirrel land, which is my favorite place to be. Squirrels have all the fun. Created a love box, lightened your load, and brightened someone else's. I do hope so. I don't know if we're going to be doing that as a giveaway box or as an auction box or what. Or what. So we'll have to see. So I know that there's been some really beautiful embroidery. I wish I were better with names, but I can't remember who posted it. But just beautiful embroidery. I bet that embroidery floss could be really useful for folks who make like art dolls. So I know we've got a couple of folks in the community who might be able to really make use of a whole big honkin' box, but shipping is so expensive that I don't want to be shipping it out to a bunch of separate locations, hence the one big box for somebody. But yeah, I think in September we are going to be our autumn auction, which is at the end of September. Oh my god, that's it. Oh my god. All right, we're going to be auctioning off mystery boxes of all sorts of stuff because we'll have been packing the house and, well, you see just like how I did right there, it's going through and being like, I haven't even done this craft in a few years, so it needs to go find a new home. Okay. Barbie says I vote auction. Might have a chance then to win it. Hey Cheryl. Oh my god, thank you so much for the for joining our Happy Crafter Club here on YouTube. You now get access to our 20% off coupon as well as first dibs on our shop updates and behind the scenes things that we post. But yeah, do you see I'm just a smidge short, but that's okay. Sabea says, I bet it would do well at auction. What kind of stuff have you and your sister been cross-stitching, Sabea? Peggy says, I have not cross-stitched for years. I actually thought I would finish a huge lighthouse scene. Not. Oh, man. Well. That's okay. I learned that while I love cross-stitch and while I love doing about an afternoon of cross-stitch, I do not have it in me to complete a project Never have I ever, unless it's like a patch, like just something very, very small. Okay. 2. So we're down at the tail end of the wire now. I'm just gonna 3, 4, some mush, and alrighty, y'all. We'll do it for the auction. We bought this beginner set on TikTok that shows you the basic stitches for embroidery. Then we got some kits from Hobby Lobby. Nice. But yeah, I'm just getting all this. I've stopped counting. I'm just wrapping that down. Because I want to make sure all of our wraps are... I don't want it tangling in my hair when I wear it. And also something that I'll likely do is go through and just do a spot of UV resin right over where the tail end of the wire is. But I think that looks pretty cool. I was going to keep the edging all the way up to like here. Oh, her almost 9-year-old son asked me to teach him how to crochet last week. Proud crafty auntie here. Nice. Hey, T-girl, you got it. Ship, 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 ship. Every package. Ship, 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 ship. Sorry, I don't get out much. Is the excuse I'm going to use. That's awesome, though, Sabaya. I love that for you. And for him, that's so cool. It's so nice to have somebody to, like, help teach you. Oh, it's got a little... You've got a star by your name, so I think you're in the club. Well, hey, thank you, and welcome to the Happy Crafter Club. What color of bead should we do, you guys? I think I asked you this already, but then I didn't pay attention to the comments. So, we've got all sorts of beads. Let's go look at them. Beads. Oh, I'm a naughty girl. Just leaving my bead drawer hanging out like that. So we've got red beads, but we already have one in the red. Ooh, we could do an orange tone one. Now, I personally prefer, like, translucent colors. That would be really nice for, just a little bit of a sparkle, you know. Ooh, we have some yellows. Twinkle, twinkle. Yeah, that'd be really pretty. Or like a little fiery gradient. I'm going to say I'm leaning towards greens. He really loves doing crafts. They know I'll never tell them no to crafts and books. That's fair. Purple? Purple. Purple. We'll use these ones. Well, yeah, we're using these ones because those are, well, they're on an angle. That's weird. I don't know if that'll work or not. These are really pretty, though. Let's do these. It's a nice mix. Oh, I'm nervous. I don't know if I know how to crochet, you guys. Let's go. Let us go. Always purples is in there. All right. So, with crocheting with wire and beads, do we thread it all up under the wire first? I think so. How many beads does it take? Well, I can kind of count this one and guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So, like a bunch, I guess. I don't freaking know. Yeah, the multicolor metallics always look cool. They're a surefire bet. Like, whenever, this is a pro tip, y'all. When I think I'm going to be terrible at something, I will just use the prettiest beads. That way, if my technique is actual garbage, it doesn't matter. It's still pretty. It just looks very organic. Oh. Oh, that'll be so fun. That'll be so fun. I didn't have anybody to learn crafting from, but fortunately my parents were real supportive and like I played with pop beads and, Play-Doh. I wasn't allowed to mix my colors with Play-Doh, which makes sense because we lived pretty frugally if we could. Yvonne, that's genius, says Kitsune. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, the shiny crowbang kicks in, and that's what that keeps us in business. So, I have such a fond memory of teaching Maddie how to crochet. And we made granny square pillow covers. So, like, we went to Hobby Lobby and we picked out the pillow cores. And we picked out the same yarn, but in whatever colors we wanted. Yeah, Sabea says like you have like that too. I would hoard stickers because I was afraid I would waste it on something dumb, right? Like I was flabbergasted when I'd see other people just like use their stickers, and I'm like, but then you don't have it anymore. And they're like, yeah, I do. It's on my dresser, and I'm like, oh, okay. Where and now I just hoard all my stickers in a shoebox. I'm doing slightly better about using them in my journal, but that's like I can tell when I'm having a nice work-life balance is because I'll have enough time to actually play with my stickers. I have not put stickers in my journal in a long time, but we are in overdrive because we moving to Alabama and DragonCon is coming. Like, and it's wild, y'all. I can't believe we're planning on having an auction at the end of September because September is when we're packing, but also that's whenever uh, my mother's going to be coming back down, which I'm really excited to get to see her again. It's been like 10 years. But maybe just like 8 or 9, but it's been a while. But we still have quite a bit of her stuff here in this house, and so we're going to be going through that together. And so it's just going to be I'm going to enjoy this brief moment of just being peaceful and hanging out with y'all because that might be all I get till January. I have one room for macrame cord and other supplies, yarn, flowers, and I have a second room dedicated to beads. Oh, nice. Yeah, when it crosses over in projects, you got to run from one room to the another. Do you think that's enough beads or should we thread more beads on? I'm going to thread more beads on. Madness approaches. It does. It does. Madness is here. All right. Yeah, check this. I found one of our old glass moons. I really like these. I can't wait to make more of them. But yeah, so just threading beads. But yeah, we've been working pretty consistently from not the moment we wake up. I let myself do some yoga. I do my morning hygiene. We come down, we have coffee and cookies because I found these like high fiber, no sugar cookie biscuits that are like pretty good. And Amber says, I want that glass moon. A girl can dream. That one's mine as a reminder of how to make them. Ooh, Titus says, it's better to have too many beads on the wire rather than having to guesstimate how much wire you need to finish a crochet piece. That's a good tip. Okay. Oh my gosh. And there's this lady named Sarah who I think she was the first one I ever saw make, like my first experience of crochet jewelry is her beautiful work. And I hope she's still crafting. But she would make these beautiful bead mixes and then like crochet these like just decadent looking like mermaidy bib necklaces of just all these treasures. All right, yeah, this is probably, I'll do these last bit that are on the table. Or this one, that doesn't even have a hole in it. Okay, well, you know, that's all right. This is peak entertainment, you guys. Just watching me struggle to thread up some freaking beads. I wonder if we could use chip beads for this, but as soon as I have that thought, I'm reminded that this is something that's going to be going behind a human ear, which is a pretty sensitive area, at least for me, and I don't know if I want pokey little chip beads poking me in my pokey area. And now I'm also wondering, we're going to have to do some creative problem solving on this area because I'm not entirely certain how to bridge that gap. We'll figure it out. Let's go. Looking for group. Okay, so I am going to start here because that way we've got at least a nice long area to have begun with. And I'm going to lay my wire here, like so. But now I'm going to wrap it back over itself. Do you see how that's working? So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this is how I'm avoiding having that wire poking us whenever we're wearing it. Pulling that nice and tight. Create a slip knot first. How do you make a slip knot? Can I do that with... Well, I don't know how to do a slip knot, so I'm just going to go like this. Okay. And so, wait, do I come under here? Yes. All right. Wait, where does the bead go? Oh, heck. Whee! All the way down the chain. Nope. Oh, it slid back down. Okay. So there's that. And then we'll pull through here. This seems to be a good hook size. And then I'm going to come around like that. Nope. You on up there, bead. Is this what we do? Is this how we single crochet bean? Is this... Am I doing it? Shit. I mean, heck. I can't see what I'm doing because my eyeballs are becoming decrepit. I think that's a crochet. I feel like this would be easier with thread. Whee! And then, okay. I come down like this. And I go, woo! Is this correct? Single crochet. What's a bean? Is that a bead? Oh, a bead. Okay. And then I'm gonna... Well, I don't know if this is better or worse than doing it the way that we were doing it, but I am having fun. Oh, I love it. Heck yes. Okay. I'm going to get a whole group of beads slid down so I'm not having to screw with that every time. Okay. Whew. How's it going, you guys? Okay, well that's too many to have up there. And so I'm just going to bring that around. So this is just to prove the point even farther to myself that there is no right or wrong way to do these things. You could have 10 different crafters and get 10 different ways figured up of how to... That looks so cool though. On how to do this. Y'all, I think I remember how to crochet. Is this... Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Sorry, there's this meme with a hamster drinking its water. Um, if you know, you know. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm just gonna pull it on through. Woo! Everybody, boom, 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 everybody. Oh yes. Oh, this is nice. Wow, look at the little crochets. The crotchetes. Wee! Yeah, muscle memory, yay! Oh, don't want it to be getting kinky now. There we go. Gotta keep the kinks out of the wire. And then... Ooh! Okay. And so like that. And then we're gonna... Ooh! Hook it like that. Yeah, it really definitely makes a difference to have a little bit of tension on. Am I even in frame? Yeah, mostly okay. Oh, well, thank you guys. Y'all inspire and encourage me so much, so thank you. How do I do this? No, I did that wrong. Nope. Watch out. There we are. Sound effects help. And so now the thing is, though, is I don't know if this is actually any faster than doing it the other way. It's certainly more congested. So let me space my situation out. Ooh, uh-oh, there goes. There goes my crochet hook. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, maybe a single crochet in between. That's a good idea. Well, I mean, that's coming along. What do y'all think? Is that faster or slower than doing the wire wrap? So I feel like it's probably slower. But it's also too soon to judge. This wire has 0 chill, so... Ah, well, thank you, Mare. Says I bet it'll get faster. I think it's apples and oranges. Gotcha. Well, I think I like it, but I also think... I think I prefer the other way. Especially once we get into the complex edging here. Hey, Bobby, can you hop in the Wayback Machine for just 1 minute, like 10 years ago? I'll do my best. What's up? Very interesting experiment, though. I'm glad I tried it. Yeah, I think it's faster on this. Wondered how does pulling out your stitches look? Oh, painful. Okay. So I'm just going to snip that right there. I know, I fully committed to a project and then bailed like halfway through. Like not even halfway through. Do you remember the little guy that thought you were the most beautiful person in the world? Was that your grandson? I don't know. Or Randy? Like my husband? I don't know. go. Oh. All right. I don't know, baby. Ah, get in the box. There we go. My crochet hook. But yeah, sometimes it's totally worth derailing all productivity for the sake of trying out an experiment and filling up a like a donation box, so, or a auction box. All right, so now I'm doing about 7 or 8 feet of wire. And we're going to go back to using the red for a minute. Crafting is not always clean, you guys. Sometimes it's just chaos. But that's okay. He sent you a video of he and his friend doing the floss, and he sent him a postcard of yourself dressed as a fairy. Oh my god. Well, how's he doing? How are y'all doing? Okay. So I'm just going to kind of whip stitch. Back and through. There we go. Do 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 do. All right. So that looks pretty good. You can send us one in an email, Bobby, to backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com. But organized chaos. I can't find a thing when I try to organize my bead room. Call it a win if I have a clean bead mat at the start of a video. Gotcha. You know, it's really been helping me to do, Randy does like with like is how he organizes his like workstation and stuff, and just in general. And Randy's a very like organized and reasonable person. And so I try to emulate him where I can because I am not an organized or reasonable person most of the time. And so just putting like with like, and by doing things by like color, you know, because then it's like I design by color more than I do by like shape. So I'll have all of my, you know, as you saw, like beads by color. And so I have trays that it helped kind of organize things very slowly over the past decade. But so we're getting this one finished. I didn't need all this wire for this one. I was supposed to cut a fresh piece, but it's fine. And so it's totally been worthwhile to try to make my space a little bit more organized. Probably the number one thing that's been helpful, other than the bead trays and stuff, because again, here they're all by color. I could organize them further by shape within the trays, and I plan to, but then we have ones that are like just metal, and that's a start. I still have to do a fair bit of rummaging most of the time, but then a lot of it is, you know, by color, so the row of red, all the blues go in a tray together, but from there, having these spinning, and that way everything still is at hand, but it's not just laying on my desk, because you can see I definitely have a tendency to just let things lay on my desk. But that's okay. All right, on. Organize yours by color too. And the thing is there's no right or wrong way. It's just whatever makes sense for your brain, you know? And so it's not always a set it down to where it makes sense to set it down. It's put it where it makes sense to look for it. And so that's where the like with like comes in. And then anytime that I have tools that, um, like I use wire snips both in my wire wrapping area as well as in my sculpting area. So whenever my wire snips got worn out and I needed to buy new ones, they were still functioning. They just weren't great for doing like, you know, clean cuts on fine wire at the very tip. So I just put them. Oh, well, I'm so glad to have reappeared, Bobby. He's all grown now. 18. Wow, they grow so fast. Our little niece, Maddie, she's in college now. She's starting her second year of college. So they grow so, so fast. But yeah, I put my older wire snips over in my sculpt station. Oh, well, what's he, the hit me in my old folks part, says Sabea. Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's wonderful. It's so much better than the alternative, not being around to see him. I hope I get to get good and old. I want to see Maddie's grandkids, get all grown. I have beads organized by gemstone in those boxes, metal and stacker, and little beads in glass jars with cork lids. Oh, call it bead FOMO, right? So yeah, I'm making life more difficult for myself than it needs to be because I'm using this long piece of wire, but I don't want to have to splice more wire in again. So here we go. Yeah, this is way faster and easier than doing the crochet. But I think you're right. It's apples to oranges. Um and well, that's all right, but for productivity purposes, um I'm very glad that we can just kind of whip these out pretty quick. If it were something that because I love the way that this looks. I just don't want it hidden behind the ear. And so that way we can get the beads on and get them pretty, but we don't have all these details being hidden. And then I'd save something like that for a pendant or for, oh, how would you put it? Like some earrings, something that'll be really nice and featured as like a focal point on something. Kitsune says, I was going to say the wire is so much prettier on the crochet, but it gets hidden. Yeah. And also, these are a new product line for us in our booth. I have not done... Oh, right on, Allie. I'll check that out when I can. Thank you. But, I want to be able to introduce this new product line to our booth at DragonCon at a very reasonable, like, low price if I can. And so I'm going to go with the most efficient activity, or not activity, but like method for getting it wrapped. Because also, while the crochet is very pretty, it looks almost indiscernible on the other side. Whereas, and it does hold them all the same direction. So there's pros and cons there. But it does have me wondering if I might not be able to just do thread instead of wire and just string the beads up on like a nice thick thread and crochet that. Because I actually have a whole spool. Oh. of like a good crochet thread, like a nice cotton crochet thread. But yeah, I just make a little bend and then push it through like that. And that gives me something to grab. And pull through. There we go. So yeah, so for everybody who gets our August craft along kit, the core project for that is a wire wrapped ring like this one here, Kerchow. But we also, while we send you a spool of 20 gauge wire, we also send out a spool of 28 gauge wire. Wildfire or Fireline would work perfectly. That's a good thinking. Sorry, I'm eating my wire. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, I'm all tangled in my spiral. Alright. Ooh, and it pulls kinks and stuff. This is why I prefer the other method. But sometimes you just gotta live on the edge. Just do the wings of the dragon with the beads. Do you not think it needs it behind the neck or down on this part either? Bead embroidery thread. There's a variety of colors. Okay. You could just use empty stitches in the tricky spots. That's good thinking too, you guys. Really great ideas, y'all. I'm going to do a whole one with it up to like behind the dragon's head. And then do one with just the wings and see what we like better. Ooh, Ivy says be cool if you had scales going down the spine. That would be so cool. I wonder what beads I could use that would look like that. Stick it on your ear, and if it feels like too much, gotcha. Well, Randy and I both tried this one on earlier, and with just this part done, and it felt pretty nice. And Randy and I have pretty different shaped ears, but this would be sitting like right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just feed it. There we go. Stubby dagger beads, yes, or duos. That's good thinking too. I think this is going to be our last bead right here. Leaf beads as scales? Oh, that'd be so cute. Sequins maybe. Oh, I don't have any sequins, but I like that idea. All right, so now try on test time. Swapping tripods, flipping around. Hey guys. I'm all tangled on my other tripod. There we go. And so now we're going to ignore this long piece of wire. It just comes around like that. All right, that's pretty cute, I think. I don't like any of that texture behind my ear, actually. Okay, that's not so bad. What do you think? I wish they protruded out more. Like, but that's just me. Hey, Wendy.
Yeah.
What you think?
Good.
Yeah? Does it need like a little glass drop hanging down?
No, I think that's what the earring is for.
Oh, yeah?
But I do agree with Tracy. A red bead for the eye might be a good one.
Yes, a red bead for the eye. Yeah. And then, what do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'm very inclined to want to shape it, but I don't know how. So we're going to go ahead and continue it down and then do a bead in the eye, and I think it'll be all right. And then bringing the tripod around. There we go. Do 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 do. La da do 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 do. A drop would be pretty. It kind of clashes with whenever you wear other earrings with it. And I don't know if we have red teardrops even, but I'm going to do at least 2 more beads. We'll bring this around. We'll get the beadwork done and then we'll see what beads we have or don't have. Tracy says, what is the price point on these? I don't know. I was hoping to be able to sell them for like 25 or something. But I haven't really done any research to see how much other folks are charging. And it's taken me a little over an hour to do one, but there was a lot of side questing there. All right, let's get a little bead into the eye. You know, that's true. It is sold as a pair, isn't it? Well, I certainly wouldn't want to go under 30 for the pair. Will they be on your website? Not till after Dragon. Nothing's making it to the website until after Dragon. If then, it might be Alabama before they even make it up to it. I'm looking for... I've got some size 11s. I don't know if I have any of these that are small enough to fit into the eye. So I'm going to use... I've got a size 11 here. This one worked better. Those are just... I'm going to use this one. It matches better. Is it possible to create dragon earrings that would be faster to make? These are so small. Are these a size 15? Ooh, 1 for 25, pair for 40. That's a good idea. When did size 11 beads get so small? Oh, here's a nice size 6. Oh, glue a rhinestone for the eye? Maybe. I think one of these will work just fine. I'm sorry for being so chatty. Don't you dare apologize. It's the whole point of live streaming is to get to hang with folks. Like, my whole goal is for y'all to be having fun and for hopefully be helpful to y'all while we're all having fun. Well, and you'd be surprised, y'all, how many times people just want one ear cuff. So we normally do the, whether it's Even if we have them displayed as a pair, we'll have it very clearly. This is how much just one of them is. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure, Barbie. We ship tomorrow, so surely we'll have a chance to, we'll be checking the email after today's stream, so. And I do like to finish on just like 3 to 5. I'm going to do 5 wraps. 1, 2, 3. I don't need to be threading all of that wire through. There we go. Oh, this is so much easier. 4. And then one more with swamp and swamp. And I'm gonna snip that right where it will be, boop, on this side. Not on the front or the back, but on the side. That would be really cute, Jennifer. It says, how about the same beads at the ends of pieces of chain hanging from the tail instead of a drop? Ooh, like little chain dangles. That would be cute. And now we can come through and kind of tighten up. And what I mean by that is just kind of crimping down the wire to our core so that our beads aren't shifting around forward and back on us. Well, that's difficult to reach all the way in, but that's okay. Ah, hey Joette, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. There we go. So there's one. Oh, and I've got this many more to do before Dragon Con. Somebody send help. Oh well, back to work. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, this is Kitsune. I know. I know. It's okay. We'll get through it. So again, we're going to start in the same manner. We're just going to have our little tail of wire here. And then I'm going to go wrapping back onto ourselves. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is a lot of ear dragons. It is, but I hope to make a lot of sales. So preparing for maximum abundance. There we are. And now, how many beads was it on the back edge of the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to thread on 8 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You need to be cloned about at least 10 times. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, but that's okay. So now we go 1, 2. This part at least goes by quickly. 1, 2. 1, 2. Drop a bead down. 1, 2. Drop a bead down. 1, 2. drop a bead down, 1, 2, drop a bead down, 1, 2, drop a bead down, 1, 2. Ooh. Oh, Karina, I appreciate that so much. Like, you don't even know. Right? The Von Bot 3000. Honestly, I have a Von Bot 3000. It's just Randy when he's wearing one of my tie-dye shirts. He does a much better job than I do at being me and getting stuff done. Yes. T-Girl says, plus, doesn't the first one always take a little longer because you're figuring it out? It does. That's true. So we do the whip. Then we do the stitch. And if I just had a third hand in $1 million, or like $60 million, that'd be cool. Then everything would be fine. And then whip. Whip. Ah! Lost a bead. I was whipping too hard. Extra pair of hands would be a dream, right? If we just didn't need to sleep or eat, right? One. Randy's in there going, what about poo-poos? Well, if you don't need to eat, Randy has to be at least a 6,000. It's just him wearing like a ginger wig and some tie-dye, being like, tee-hee, I do crafts. Someone bring me coffee. He's got like the heated seat feature. And then wrap. He says, I'm just sweaty. Oh, I just flung even more beads. That's okay. Let's we're in speed mode. Yeah, how long does it take me when I don't do a side quest in the middle? I don't know, because I'm itching to side quest. 1 or 60 million. That was a quick jump in your vocal manifestations. Well, you know, I figure if you're gonna ask for the universe for help, let's not be, let's not be too greedy, but also let's be real and be like, no, this is actually what I need. I could make some messes with $60 million. Like, that would buy me a whole new set of problems. Honestly, if I had that kind of money, I would quit my job and become a farmer. I would finally have horses, and I'd just plant like a tree orchard. Like, just grow in wood and nuts and fruits. Just grow trees. That's our retirement plan, is to grow trees. That we're making some fine progress. But no, I'm pretty happy just as things are. Shepherd of the Forest, I'm down. Oh yeah. I feel like I would go down the rabbit hole of every craft. Well, yes. But it wouldn't be my job anymore. My whole investment strategy would be to have like, gosh, probably about anywhere from 200 to 500 acres of like really burnt out farmland and work to rejuvenate the soil and grow black walnuts, probably for the wood, and do some food forests, all sorts of things. But we'd have to actually make a whole business out of it and like hire people and stuff. And oh, I love Acre Homestead. She does. I love her. If we're thinking of the same person, she does like freezer meal preps and stuff, and all sorts of. That info is so handy. I haven't seen one of her videos in ages. Do, do, do. And now, and again, I just make that little loop and then push it on through and bring it up. The wire's getting to where it's a pretty good length to work with. Whenever it's over an arm span long, it's a little cumbersome, but now we're making good progress. Yeah, I mean, it feels like, at least. So there's bending, pulling through. Do 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 do. Well, cool. I hope she's doing well. I think last I was watching her videos consistently, she was just getting moved to her new home. And it was, I have to be honest, my heart was so broken because like my pets were passing away and my dreams were on life support. And I was like, I don't know if I can watch this without feeling wretched. And just abysmal that my own dreams felt so far from possible that I swapped gears and started watching other stuff. But now, we've kept at it. It's been a couple of years. And right as we were ready, y'all, whenever the water line broke and we spent the last penny we had on getting it fixed and getting the tree that I loved cut down because it had to go because they cut through the roots to get to the water line. And I was like, well, let's just be happy with living here. We had planned like our whole year, like I was really going to lean into just being a sculptor and going around to different conventions and stuff. And like we had a whole, like, this isn't what we planned, but this is what's happening plan that we set up and started implementing. And then the opportunity to move to Alabama presented itself, and we were like, let's go. So dreams do come true, hard work does pay off, but it's also okay to not torture myself with watching somebody else, you know, live in their dreams. Like, does that, because it's not that I wasn't happy for her, it was just that, you know, it's like whenever we lost Millie, I didn't like watching puppy memes for a little bit because I couldn't enjoy it without my heart hurting. If that makes sense. Sliding that bead on down. So this is going by pretty nicely, I think. Like we're getting to the, and it's occurred to me I probably shouldn't do too much in between there. Well, I'm gonna have to make it match. All right. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Grieve however you need, I say. Gotcha. I didn't recognize it as grief at the time. I just thought I was like miserable and depressed and like nothing that I liked made me happy anymore, and I was tired all the time and felt like garbage, and just standard stuff. So still just whip stitching around. I hope somebody likes them enough to buy them. Now we're probably just going to do 5 pairs in this style. And then I may do some that are just done in resin without the beadwork. And then we may do some, oh, I don't know. We'll just let ourselves figure it out. So even though I've got this whole stack that needs attention paid to it, I don't have to do them all the same way, and I don't have to have it figured out right this second. Oop. Punch in the turnip hole. I wonder if this is a project that Randy might feel confident in helping with too. But yeah, during those years, I really was getting into learning how to play the guitar, because I needed something in my life that wasn't dependent on production or results or anything like that. Without the beading community, I would have crawled into a dark hole and stayed there. Aw, wow. I turned pain into beauty. Right on. Well, hey, Emba. Hey, Steffi Joe. How's it going? How are you doing today? Ooh, Jennifer says, can you use polymer clay in the gaps? Well, hey, pretty girl. Y'all, the boss is here. I've got a Hulk production. We gonna hang out with this pretty kitty. I'm coming, Emba. Don't give up on me. I just gotta get done with this stitch. Yes. She's here to inspect. Yeah. You wanna come here? Oh, my little baby. There she goes. How you doing, honey? Yeah. There's a whole cat here, I promise. There she is. There's my kitty. Ember is 19 years old. She's doing well. She's been hanging out behind one of the art easels. She found a sunny spot. Oh, do you got a nip? Yeah? Well. What you doing, pretty girl? Well, let's get back to work. Okay, I'll put you down. She's a tortoise shell calico, yeah. She running off. She gonna go yell at Randy. She's my sweetie. I'm really, really hopeful that she and Z-Dog make it to Alabama, because they've been with us this whole time. Hey, Lori, moving to your dream home. Congrats, Dragon Ear Cuffs. Now you're speaking my language. Oh. Right on. Well, I'm glad you're chatting with us. That's a lot to go through. so I'm just going to get that wire through there. Gonna try to not get snagged on anything. How have you been doing, Lori? I haven't been on Instagram much lately, so I don't know if I've been missing your posts or if you've not been posting, but I hope you're doing well. Okay, so now for here, I'm just kind of bridging that gap between this wire and that one. So that just like that. Whoop. And so in our bead will wiggle back and forth a little bit, and I think that'll be just fine. And then 1, 2. Just doing that little lock stitch in between. And then we're going to pick up another bead. Hey Lydia, how are you doing today? And I'm just going to pull through. Excellent, there we go. My pump just got here for my washer. I haven't done laundry for 2 weeks. Oh, no one carried parts for an older Bosch washing machine. I hope I get it back together in between the lives. Oh goodness. Oh, good luck on your washing machine. I had a total knee replacement in June. Oh my goodness. I've been on house arrest since. Physical therapy. Okay, and social worker coming to my home, taking it in sloth speed to win the race. Yes. Oh, I hope your knee heals. And I hope that it does the knee replacement, does everything you need it to. Oh no, Sabaya says my washer's been broken for 3 weeks now. Oh man, y'all. Fortunately, and I don't mean to jinx it, our washing machine does a pretty good job. Sometimes our dryer, will break, but we just change out the belt. That's usually the thing that has broken on it the most. But there's some nice, old washing and dryer. Wow, what caused the electric to go off? Was that the storms, Lydia? So yeah, just getting them sewn through. We're going to pick a little one for right here. But yeah, and I think we may even have some of these be just where they don't have any beadwork on them at all, and they're just we'll have a very low price point option of the dragons that are just as they are as we got them from the manufacturer, but maybe with a charm or something hanging off of them. That'd be pretty neat. But we do have some other charms that I'm going to be making just some dragon earrings and some other dragon ear wraps out of too. But with what time, I do not know, because we still have, y'all. Let me show you what we're going to be working on this afternoon. We have all of these dragons coming through. We got all these circlets. Where's my hand? There's my hand. We've got all these circlets. That one's ready for paint, and that one's ready for paint. And then we got to get the teeth sculpted in. So if you can see how this dragon here has the teeth sculpted in with the freeform air, and this one they're still just hanging on by the power of hot glue. We have quite a few that need to get up to that stage, but they start out looking like this and they end up looking like that, at least this part. And then in here we have a Z dog who's the goodest boy in the whole dang house. Look at that dog, y'all. He still has his cone on because he gets little cancer lumps and he'll chew on them. But he's pretty good. he's 15 and feeling it. So we've got these dragon heads over here. But yeah, we got all the teeth in on these ones. And then I've got this one that we've gotten all the teeth in on. Well, I didn't realize I didn't. Well, it's going to have another layer of sculpting, so that'll be all right. But, oh me, I'm whooped, y'all. I'm so tired. Oh well, it's time to get back to it. I always feel like someone is watching, right? Walking through your house at night must be interesting. Honestly, it is so bright in here from the street lights and stuff across the way that I mean it is interesting, but they don't glow quite as oh, I know you do, Tigger. Caffeine levels are low. Just a bunch of little glowing faces looking back at you. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing to see here. Just a flight of dragons. Ooh, there is definitely a possibility to use thin resin on the wings, and I think we're gonna be doing. I think I might be trying that instead of just doing the beading because they really have that feel of like a resin frame. And so I'm gonna lean into that because that would just look super cool. Get that woman an iced coffee. I think I'll be having an iced coffee. Uh, ooh, in our afternoon live stream. Iced? It's 93 outside. We ain't got no ice. Did you eat all the ice? Sure amount. My first bilateral replacements were done in my early 30s. Oh goodness. You know, I think I have some old coffee that got frozen up into ice cubes. And I'm going to make... Oh, they are perfect for UV resin. They come in many colors now, too. What, the frames do? Or the UV resins? Because I hadn't found these dragon wing frames before. Ah, the UV resins. Gotcha. Leftover coffee with vanilla ice cream in it? Ooh. That sounds pretty good, too. No, I just froze the coffee into ice cubes. So now they're coffee cubes. And, oh, Tracy, I still have that cold brewer you gave me. And it works very nicely. And I like to use that and make iced coffee. Your wooden drawers, did you have to take out some of the dividers? Yes, I did. And how did you do it without breaking or pulling up some of the top layers of wood? Let me see if I can show you. Okay. So like this one here, the way that I would do this is I come in and I just press. And do you see, did you hear how that lifts? And then I go the other way and then I just wiggle it back and forth and it takes up just a little bit of the MDF or whatever it is used on the bottom. And so that's what I was able to do to be able to fit a bead tube across it. Gotcha. Oh, right on. Yeah, doing the, just pushing, it gets, the force is across all of it. And so, whereas if I did it a little at a time, it didn't hardly stand a chance. Oh, Lydia, I got them from PandaHall. And if you check the newsletter that we send out, the link to the, oh, come on, brain. We were so close to forming a coherent thought. The full link is in the newsletter that we sent out. Right, Peggy? We get them on from the Amazonians. Pencil boxes, and they're just perfect for colored pencils and all sorts of stuff. Oh, PandaHall. Sorry. Whew, 102 in Arizona. But isn't it a dry heat? Um, sorry, that's when I was, just turning into boob sweat when we were in Arizona. Folks kept saying, "But it's a dry heat," and I'm like, "So's my oven. So's my oven." Ooh, ooh, ooh. So we only got side quested a little bit. La, la, ooh, ooh. Getting hung up on stuff. We're having leftover lasagna for lunch. We had leftover stir fry that I'd made for dinner last night for breakfast. I love leftovers, y'all. But it's a dry heat. Lord, I love Arizona. Beautiful state. It is. It's even prettier from air conditioning. Oh, God, I still remember. I don't know if that was a hotel or an Airbnb, but they had a saltwater swimming pool. Tracy, you did so good booking that hotel room. And, oh, ooh, Swiss steak in the slow cooker. What is that? I've got a Santa Fe roast in the slow cooker right now. It's a hotel. It was perfect. And it was so beautiful getting to like ride in the back seat on the way there because all those cactuses had their flower crowns on. We had like buffalo burgers. It was good. It was fun. No AC. Well, there was AC on the way there. There was no AC on the way back. Blew a tire. What? Yeah, those things did happen as well. Ooh, aquatherapy. That sounds fun. I'm making hamburger helper with ground turkey. Nice. That sounds awesome. And then just moving right along, getting it done. We got buffalo burgers and saw the petrified forest. Yes! Well, we loved being there, Tracy. It was a really good time. Is it Phoenix Comic Con? Amazing. Amy says a friend said about Florida when he visited, the gators won't end you. If the gators won't get end you, the massive bugs won't end you, but the humidity might. Yeah, humidity's no joke, y'all. That stuff will get you. Oh, it was renamed several times. Gotcha. Oh wow, right on, Lydia. Oh really? Oh man. Well, good luck to y'all. I'm digging the vibes of those beads. What are they called? These are silver lined size 6. I think. They're the big ones. But they're very, very irregularly sized. So, but it's the silver lining that gives them that nice flash. Yeah, just do the nice man. It's always something. Oh, I haven't been able to make it out to the bead show in Tucson yet, but I do hope to one day. Oh, they do look like pomegranate seeds. I like that. There's like a hair on me and it's making me wild. Like there's lots of hairs on me, but this one's tickling me and it's driving me nuts. Peggy says, I just found silver lined beads last week. They are beautiful. Dude, I think they might be my favorite. Just because they have that nice, I don't know, just like they're almost luminous in the way that they have that reflective quality. Oh, really? Steffi Joe says, man, I didn't realize how many seed beads I have until I got them unpacked for moving and started sorting by color. Oh no, all these beads. That sounds like awesome. Oh wow, all sizes and shapes. Okay. Fire Mountain gems caught me. They snagged me early. I wanted to, you can actually see the remnants of it up there. I wanted to buy every kind of seed bead that existed and put them in little jars like that. And that's as far as I got before I was like, there's too many seed beads. I can't live like this. Uh, but man, like the first Fire Mountain Gems catalog I got, I was an addict, y'all. My gateway supplier. Oh, we didn't have to do written orders. I only started ordering from them, I think, in like 2007, and they had the written order form there in the catalog. Okay, thank you, Bobby. I won't be checking emails until after the stream, but I'll do my best to get back to you. But no, we were all about trying to get that all assortable pricing. Or whatever it was that they were calling it. Right, I want to scooch this bead over a little bit more. Well, misery loves company. Yes, me too. Oh my gosh. What's a Get on My Level convention? Is that a gaming convention? There we go. Oops. But yeah, I think the resin would be a really nice way to be able to add some great pops of color to these ear wraps. Ooh! Bye, Lori. Oh, it's always great to see you, and good luck in your healing. And with your crab cakes. Come back, bead. There were beads all over the place, Steffi Joe. Oh, that was another thing. We were grooving this morning, getting more of the cabochons grooved for the craft along kits. And I am so pleased with the new groover. Like, I'm glad that the groovers, like, I don't notice the rate at which they start to lose power. And is there an iridescent resin? If I were mixing my own, I could add some different Prolex powders and stuff to it. Oh, it's 1 o'clock, y'all. And that would make it iridescent, but I don't know if I could do that with the UV resin. And I've used up the last of our casting resin. At least I think. I don't know. We'll have to... I may be able to find some more and get a table laid out. And I'd want to use a slow cure for sure. But I'm also not looking forward to any of the cleanup work that I'd have to do. When my brother-in-law picked up my couch, seed beads went everywhere. No. Oh, right on, Peggy. No, that was my alarm letting me know. Usually on live stream days, on like Friday, well, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 1 o'clock is whenever I start getting ready for our 3 o'clock live stream. So, like, if this were yesterday, I already did the newsletter for today for the 3 o'clock live stream. But on like Fridays, that's when it's like, okay, time to do the newsletter. And then I go and put pants on. And, oh, gotcha. Well, I'm just thinking out loud too. Because honestly, these might be the only ear wraps that we get done before Dragon. And so if that's the case, then that's just how it is. But I still like thinking thoughts and having ideas and stuff. So thank you to everybody who came and hung out with us in today's stream. Pearlescent UV resin. Haven't seen iridescent though. Okay. You can add it to UV. The Aurora Borealis interference pigment powders were great for iridescence. Oh, okay, Bobby. What's the countdown now on Dragon? Why are you always picking fights? This is girl. One of us needs to change her alarm ring. I was like, what the heck am I missing? No, just the end of the live stream, which I guess is going to... I gotta go. I gotta go and do other stuff probably. Like eat lunch and get ready for our afternoon live stream. That'll be over on Kick from 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know what the countdown is on Dragon. I don't know the number of days. But not enough. Faux show. Hey, Codette, you do have great timing. Well, we will hopefully see y'all in our afternoon live stream. We send out the newsletter about 15 minutes before we go live is when it's scheduled. So be sure to sign up for our free newsletter so that you get all the notifications regardless of what's going on, whether we're going live here on YouTube or over on Kick or if it's a new tutorial or what have you. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun going off on that crochet side quest, and we actually made some really good progress on these dragon ear wraps today. So until next time, you guys, thank you for being here and happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.